Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt, and it is finally Fiendish Friday. TGIF, y'all. I am so happy it is finally Friday. Are you guys happy it's finally Friday? Y'all got anything fun planned for the weekend? I know I do. I'm going to be hanging out, doing a whole lot of nothing, watch a couple movies. Hopefully, y'all get to see something cool as well. I got a few new goodies in this week, so I know what I'm going to be at least perusing through here in the next few days or so. Some of them I'm going to definitely review next week. I was going to do an 80s week all through next week, but with all these new goodies I got, I couldn't pass up doing another week of basically kind of extreme films, kind of messed up films, stuff that I personally enjoy. Nothing against the 80s films; those are my absolute favorite, especially the slashers. The slasher genre is my absolute favorite out of any horror subgenre that exists out there. Now, got all that jazz out of the way. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I forgot about that one and that whole morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk jazz. You know that one. So let's move on to today's films. Today is three short films. I'm going to go in them with in order. I included the one because it's on the disc as a main feature to choose from, and I thought it was done well enough to want to add it. And I also put a link down on there to watch it. I usually don't do stuff like that, but since it's only an 8-minute short, I thought it would be okay in this instant. Otherwise, you can see it on this DVD I'm about to show you. And let's see, the first story is called The Awakening. It stars Alex Alvarez, Elliott, Blankenship, and Nacho Cerda. It is also directed by Nacho Cerda. And that is none other than The Awakening. And The Awakening is the first feature on this film right here. And it's a short film basically about a kid who times all of a sudden he's in class in high school clearly, and time all of a sudden stops. And as time is progressing, that few short minutes, you see things like the clock change, and none of the clocks are like adding up, like they're all different times, and then you finally notice that you find out why time stood still, and it's because he has died, and he is laying on the floor of the classroom, and the teacher is trying to resuscitate him. Very, very well done. I watched it twice back to back just so I can get a full effect of how it was, because the first viewing I got a little distracted in the first couple of minutes or so, but it is totally worth the watch, especially if you have this release here. This is by the way, the Unearthed Films Aftermath Genesis release special edition. There's your special features on there, guys. Yeah. Alright, now that I've shown you that, and it did come in the red case, I thought I was going to be getting the gore cover, but that's okay. I'm over that whole situation. It's done over. I got what I got, and I'm stuck with it. I'm happy I got it, though. That's all that matters. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next feature, which is my favorite out of all three of them. And it is generally the favorite out of all three, and most people enjoy, or at least find the most cringiest. And it is very extreme and very raw. And that is none other than Aftermath. And that one stars Pep Tosar, and he is very, very good at being a very creepy. As a matter of fact, here he is right here on the cover. Pep is a very creepy, nasty individual, and this is basically about a young girl. I'm guessing she was probably in her early 20s, early to mid 20s. Dies in a horrible car accident. She's brought to the morgue, and just so happens to be that Pep Tosar is the one that is going to be doing her embalming and doing the all that fun jazz. Then now you see. gets kind of rough. You see, after the other people in the mortuary leave, um, I'm still fighting that cold just a little. I'm about 90% now. My voice is still a little gravelly, it sounds like. But that's okay. That's okay. It's all good. Which, by the way, I wanted to save this for Friday because this was the best film of the week, in my opinion. Definitely far superior over Snuff 102. What else did I do? Grotesque this week. What else did I do? I can't remember. I know that I did Grotesque. And then I did Murder Collection Volume 1 on Tuesday. I do remember that. It's slowly coming back to me. Slowly. My memory is kind of bad when it comes to certain things, you know. And I like to trail off of the subject because I am very forgetful. So you find out what this character does after everybody leaves, and the debauchery this man is up to, and it's no good. And you will see something that will stick with you right away, forever and ever, because it is full on necrophilia, and the necrophilia is very, very brutal and rough to watch in places, because there's things that the way he delivers and the way he does it, and he does not say a single word throughout the entire film. Very, very great, very good acting by Mr. Tosar, Pep. He did all of his acting with his eyes and his emotions and the actions of his body, and the guy did a fantastic job. I can't say good job, you know. I mean, I can say good job. I can't. Shh, roll my eyes, Matt. But anyways, now we're going to move on to the third feature. The third feature is called Genesis, and I really liked the third feature a lot. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's got it's a beautiful love story, essentially. You know, it fits, but it doesn't fit with the format, because it has to do with life and death, and how you are, as how close and how much you feel that you found your soulmate, and how connected you two are, and the loss of how it would basically destroy you in a sense, because it's about a guy who, once again, played by Pep Tosar. His wife is killed in a brutal car accident. So see here, we got 2 car accidents in a row, 2 different short films, which makes me wonder: is Genesis or Aftermath? Is that what happened after what happened to her? Did she, after that car accident, did she go on to be raped and molested by a sick individual in Aftermath? That's just something that, you know, it's a thought-provoking idea. If it is, that's pretty sweet. If not, you know, you could really run with it. So Genesis. Back to what I was saying. He loses his wife in a horrible car accident. He is just completely torn and broken over it. You know, the poor guy he lost the love of his life, his soulmate, his everything, his heart, his corazon. You know, he lost everything to him, and he is deciding to make this beautiful sculpture, and it's he makes sculptures out of stone, and so he basically is making a stone lifelike sculpture of her. The sculpture begins to bleed and crack, and all the while this is going on, Pep is slowly turning into stone himself. So it's almost essentially doing a reversal of the stone character back into a human character, with vice versa, you know, swapping roles. Because at the end there is a very, very sad ending, but it works, you know. It's one I think is top notch, and I can't say enough good about that one, you know. very, very, very well done. And both Aftermath and Genesis are both running about 30 minutes. I think Aftermath was like 31 and Genesis was 30. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head right now. But let's roll over into some sort of ratings on here. Let's do the first one with The Awakening. The Awakening, I want to give that one on a technical scale, 1 through 5. It was very, very, very interesting, very well done, very well delivered. Very strange like visuals, but it worked perfectly. And I can't really describe it as best as saying it almost felt like a Twilight Zone episode almost, because it was in black and white and there was very little dialogue whatsoever in it. You hear, just a little, but it's nothing that you see visually of it happening. So let's give it a 3 for that technical. Now onto the entertainment side of that one. It was so well done, and I loved it. And like I said, I watched it twice back to back just so I can get the full effect of it, and to see basically. To break it down more in my brain, because I missed a few things, like I said, when I first viewed it, so I had to go back through and re-dissect it, basically. So I'm going to give it a 3 there as well. So this is on the Awakening, the first feature on here. It's getting a 6. Now we're going to roll over to Genesis or Aftermath, and Aftermath is very, very well done. The special effects are just brutal. DDT really knocked it out of the park. They dropped us on our head DDT style, or you want to say like DDT, the really bad poison we used to use on mosquitoes here in the United States. It caused a lot of people cancer and a lot of bad problems due to it. Bad stuff. So entertainment wise or technical wise, I'm going to give that one a 3 as well. It was kind of a middle of the road almost on the technical side. Nothing that was mind-blowing as far as camera shots go, or some sort of cinematography. But like I said, the acting was so well done, and it was delivered just a perfect way. So I'm going to give this one a 4 on the entertainment side. So this one's getting a 7 out of 10 that would be for Aftermath. Now let's roll on to that final feature of Genesis, and that one is on the technical side. It was filmed so beautifully, and that one had a lot of heart, a lot of different things going on for it. You can tell it was a love letter to somebody that he really cared for in ways. I'm sure that Nacho drew from some sort of inspiration from life from his heart and his soul to throw on screen to basically show how much it hurts to lose someone that is near to you, near and dear. So let's give that one on the technical side a 4. All right, and then entertainment side, it's one of those, like I said, it's so beautifully well shot. It's so well done. There is zero dialogue in it as well, much like Aftermath. The Pep Tosar, the guy did an amazing job with both films, just acting, just pantomime acting. He's acting with his eyes, his emotions, with his body, and he doesn't come off as the same character between both films, which is really nice, because he doesn't have that one-trick pony look to him. Because when in Genesis, he does look different, but when you look into the eyes, you see those eyes, those cold eyes that he had in Aftermath with that wicked unibrow he's rocking. So it's cool how he can change gears like that. So let's give this one a 4 on the entertainment side as well. 4 on entertainment, 4 on technical, and that's going to be an 8 overall. So we got a 6 on The Awakening. We got a 7 on Aftermath, and we got an 8 on Genesis. That is plenty good enough for me. I'm at that 14.5 minute mark. I got some things to do today. I got to go run some errands, do some things for over at a friend's house. You know, fun shit. Ooh, I swore. All right. Love your faces as always. Have a beautiful weekend. I can't wait to see you till Monday. Peace.